What followed was an eclectic business path of producing music, entertainment events, media, marketing, merchandising, and charity fundraising. He is currently presenting a proposal to the State of Rhode Island, its businesses and citizens, to help address the root cause of hunger and poverty by improving our local economy. Give it up for Steve.
Yeah.
It's on. Good evening. Thank you all for being here. As founder of the nonprofit End Hunger Foundation, we've held countless community benefits and food drives. Yet by many markers, we're losing ground. Raising taxes and fees seems to be the new norm. Well, I'd like to propose an alternative. How about addressing the root cause of hunger? How about generating revenue? How about helping local business to prosper, which helps folks get back to work? What I'd like to propose to you in our state government and business community is an initiative that, in my humble opinion, is very simple yet very powerful. The intent is to float our economic boat while we chart a better course. The initiative is called Rhode Island First. Taken in its entirety, this is a bold plan to serve as an economic development rally point. It's designed to both generate revenue in the short term and enrich industries in the long term. The vision is to address the root cause of hunger and poverty by improving the local economy, but the plan is to refocus our attention inward to support Rhode Island businesses first. The Rhode Island First initiative is a three-part plan of action to enhance and connect our existing buy local, made in Rhode Island, and discover Rhode Island movements. The first of the three actions is to lobby our state government to, when possible, give purchase consideration to Rhode Island businesses first. A minimum 10% goal has been discussed, and I recently learned the term for this, strategic sourcing. The second action is to then share this message with businesses and consumers and ask them to also shift their purchasing power at least 10% toward local business. If we all made a point, just 1 in 10 times, to go out of our way to buy that next book in a boutique store and dine at the corner bistro, what a difference it can make. See these statistics here that show that a result from a comparable study show that just a 10% shift in consumer behavior to shop and dine locally would create $140 million in new economic activity, add 1,600 jobs, and $50 million in wages. If state and business purchases were factored in, these results would easily triple. We would bend over backwards to create these kind of results and bring a company into the state to produce those results. I propose we all adopt a 10% shift in our purchasing. And let me state for the record, this initiative is not anti-big box, it is decidedly pro-small box. The third action, in keeping with the Rhode Island First theme, is to focus on the things we are first at rather than the things we'll last at. One industry where we excel is tourism and sectors of hospitality, culinary, retail, arts and entertainment. This industry has the ability to A, create greater demand for native products and services, B, generate revenue very quickly, C, effectively promote Rhode Island's brand, and D, most important to me, readily hire folks up from the grip of hunger and poverty. We're fortunate to have a number of firsts to capitalize. For instance, we're the birthplace of the American Industrial Revolution. Manufacturing may never look the same here, but our maker talents persist. Our emerging food production industry fits this plan like a glove. Additionally, our claim to fame position as America's first resort is unmatched. Legend has it that in 1524, the explorer Verrazano sailed his armada into Narragansett Bay and wrote in his captain's log, "I was so struck by the beauty, I decided to linger a fortnight." This was the first 2-week vacation recorded in America. Let's utilize these first to create a stronger value proposition relative to our regional market. And how confident am I that this is the correct path? Well, the state's recent economic intersection study placed tourism promotion as their first priority. It states tourism has the ability to help create a resilient, sustainable Rhode Island. It recommends we develop a state brand with an interpretive story and that a key slogan will be weekly received. I believe we already have a great positioning statement as America's First Resort, which is the perfect interpretive story to tell. And our current slogan of Discover Beautiful Rhode Island works, though I would certainly add the word first to it. My recommendation is we take this all a step further and envision Rhode Island as America's host state, not as a cute slogan, but as an internal mindset. This will, as the study calls for, define the state from others. I propose in our business community that we rally our resources to showcase Rhode Island made and grown products and services tenfold, then bring those resources forward and apply them to greatly enhance existing Tourism Council accommodation packaging. I suggest we set an immediate goal to return to peak tourism income levels of 2007. The Rhode Island Foundation estimates that if we had maintained these levels, we would now be benefiting from $375 million in revenue, 6,800 jobs, and a tax boon of $87 million. We've already achieved these numbers once, and with the right plan of action, we can achieve them again. We can attract more overnight leisure travelers with what I call irresistible vacation packaging, and then drive these tourists out to Main Street with compelling consumer offers. To sum up what I mean by generating more revenue, helping local business prosper, and improving our local economy, I propose that we all adopt a 10% shift in our purchasing, set an immediate goal to return to 2007 tourism levels, and drive much more traffic to Main Street. These collective actions will empower us to take immediate control over our economic direction. We've test marketed some very specific methods to help accomplish these goals. We'd be happy to share them with you. If you'd like to see this Rhode Island First initiative happen, just contact me. We'll have a conversation on how together we can both be part of the solution. Thank you for your attention, and thanks in advance for your consideration.
All right, thank you, Steve. So our next